All right, let's see. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into the Friday training. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. We've come to the end. Hope everyone did some good stuff, recorded a bunch of videos, sent them out. That would be amazing. Let's see. Dick Nichols, welcome back, my friend. Bob Donovan, welcome back. Good to have you both in here. Michelle and Kevin. I'm not sure if you both have been in here before. You might have your names look familiar, but Kevin and Michelle and Warren, I think you maybe, but Kevin, Michelle, and Warren, if you could put a one in the chat if you're new to Dub or two if you're returning, that would be helpful. Just so I know if you're back. Yeah, I thought you were returning, Warren. Your name looked familiar. But Kevin and Michelle, Michelle one, okay, cool. And then Kevin, if you don't mind putting a one or a two if you're new, one if you're new, two if you're returning, that would be great. Let me come over to you, Michelle. I saw you were a one, so if you want to unmute yourself and say hi and have a quick little chat, you can be live.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you, Michelle?
Excellent. I'm managing broker at Barrett Real Estate, and we're intending to use Dubb for a lot of our training and education.
Oh, nice, nice. What for the new reps?
Say
The
that one
new,
more time.
yeah, the new people coming in, new agents.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What's typically the training? Is it like kind of out and about, kind of like out of properties and stuff?
No, more so with compliance documentation, making sure that they are documenting everything specifically per the state
Yeah.
and making sure that they've got all of their forms uploaded and signed off in timeline, and then being able to educate the clients on what exactly they're signing. Just so a lot more advocacy for clients.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they can see everything, know all that. Yeah. I think have you played with the desktop app at all, Michelle, in terms of like kind of walking like cropping and stuff and using the bubble?
Not yet, but I've seen that you can do that, and I'm excited to learn all of that.
Yeah, cool. Well, these trainings all the recordings are on our YouTube support. So what people usually do is they'll come in and say, "Oh, I'm looking to see that thing," or "That's how you do that," and then they'll check it out later and kind of play with it a little bit. Typically what we do is, especially when we have someone that's new and kind of wants to see what's happening, I'm going to walk through a lot of the different ways that you can record with Dub, and then specifically when I get to the desktop app, I'll show you the cropping and all that kind of good stuff.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat, Michelle. We appreciate it. Um, and then Kevin, I saw you said one and two. So one, one, two, and attended one training. Okay, perfect. Kevin, just remind me, Kevin, if you'd like to, your industry, that would be great. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing well, Rob. How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, what was your industry again, Kevin? I'm trying to remember what you do.
I didn't do an intro before, so you probably don't know, but I'm in the insurance industry.
Oh, cool. Have you recorded any videos and sent them out yet, or what are you kind of working on?
I have. I've sent out several videos. I'm using it to when when the appointments are set by the AI, I'm using it to confirm the appointments, tell them a little bit about some other things we can do for them,
Okay.
things like that.
And then how have you been recording? Webcam, like kind of a waving to the webcam, or how have you?
Yes. So I've done the webcam. You showed me how to do that on Monday. That was the one training I did where
Okay.
you put the name on the
Yep.
phone.
Yep.
But one problem I'm having with that is that I haven't figured out how to make the writing just a little smaller if I want to get, let's say someone has a long name.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't get everything on there. So I haven't figured out how to make that work.
Well, you know what you could do, and hey, Tom, I saw Tom was in here. Tom and I were working on something the other day. And we actually were talking about this where you can do this. Let me just share my screen real quick with you, Kevin, just to show you this really quick, so you can
Okay.
see this. Let me pull up. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up this one right here. Let me give me 1 second. I'll show you what this looks like. Okay. Let me just share here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let me share my screen. So when you see this right here, can you see my screen, Kevin?
Yes. Uh-huh.
So let's just say, what one do I want to pick? All right, let's pick this one. All right. So let's just say instead of putting the name, right? Like instead of putting the name, see how I have the hook
Uh-huh.
right here, right?
Yeah.
So the people that you're getting ready to meet with, you could have a nice kind of phrase, like forget putting the name on this, right? Have a nice like, hey, looking forward to meeting you, right? Something general that you can just record once, right? That you have
Uh-huh.
booked with the folks. And then what you can do is you can go like this. So you can open up a compose, right? And
Yeah.
then when you drop this video in, like I come back over here, here's the video, right? Click
Uh-huh.
share and send.
Hmm.
They'll put their email in, so you get the tracking. But this is where you can put the if a person has a lot, this is where you can put the name. So I can go, hi, Kevin. Let's see. Something different, not similar to the hook, right? Just say I said
Right.
I
Yeah, I
put the
understand.
name here, right?
Hmm.
So then you click copy for email,
Hmm.
come in here, and then you've got the name, and then you
Oh,
can write whatever you want down here.
okay.
And you could even have a little bit of it here too. Do like a combo deal. You could say, hey, Kevin, have something here, and then have another hook right here with some
Right.
information. So I think that kind of be a little workaround that would work for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have two other questions since I have you.
Yeah. What do you got?
One, when I listen to my videos, my voice doesn't sound as rich as yours, and I'm using a blue Yeti microphone. I don't know what's going on there.
What one do I have? Yeah, I got the blue one right here.
Yeah, I thought it was
Um,
the same microphone.
yeah, it is. I wonder if I'm not using it right now just because the mic on this laptop is pretty good, but for the other videos, I'll use this. If I'm doing a lot of outreach with the virtual background though, I'm not going to use it because
Okay.
this will screw up the virtual background if you have it gets it kind of wonky when it's in
Uh-huh.
the frame. So what you can do is if you get sneaky with it, I can't do it with this, I'd have to take it off, but you could have the mic sitting right here without this. It's on a stand just in front of you, and
Right.
then you can have the virtual background so this thing doesn't mess with the virtual background if you're using that.
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as like why it's sounding, I'm not too sure. Yeah, on that one, maybe
Mine does it like I've done other recordings, Zoom
yeah,
recordings, and it sounded really good. And then when I listen to it here, it's
yeah.
not as full as your voice sounded. And I noticed you were using the same mic.
Well, if
Um,
you want to send it to me, I can listen to it just to hear what it sounds like. If you want, just
okay, I
shoot
will.
it over to me. Yeah, feedback at Dubb. That's the email, and I can check it out.
And the other issue I'm having, I need to get with tech support because for some reason my desktop app is not um, seeing my camera. It won't connect. I even upgraded it today, and it's not connecting.
Do you
So
have a external webcam or is it
yeah, I
internal?
have an eye contact camera.
Oh, interesting. This guy, yeah, there's got to be something there. Sometimes with the externals, there might be something weird going on. All right, I will, Kevin, if you don't mind, just pop your email in the chat if you don't mind, and then
Okay.
I'll Slack them right now in the training. I'll let them know to reach out to you.
Okay.
Cool. Well, yeah, and Kevin, Lynn commented in here too. Lynn Miller, he said, Kevin, your voice sounds fine. You do sound good right now, Kevin.
Yeah, but to me, it didn't sound good on the recordings.
All right, I got to hear it now.
Okay.
So send it over.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Kevin. And then before we jump in real quick, I'm going to pop back over to Tom. Tom, I know you had your hand up. Let me come back over to you. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing good. I have a couple of things. First, on the question on the mic.
Yeah.
Um, I have a Shure mic, and I also have a preamp. I don't know if the Blue Yeti has a preamp, but a lot of these mics don't have enough of what they call gain, which is essentially volume.
Yep.
I talked to this dude from Shure yesterday, and in about the first three sentences, he was talking about ghost shadows and phantom stuff, and I'm like, dude, transfer your this to plain English. It's early in the morning here, right?
Right. Right. What does that mean? Yeah. Yeah.
But he actually showed me on my preamp I had some settings wrong because to his point about maybe not sounding as good as he liked, maybe it's not as deep, maybe not as rich,
Yeah.
could be distance. It could just be how the ability for that to transcribe the sound and put it into the video
Yep.
based on the quality of the mic. So my sons had Blue Yeti mics. That's where I got first used to them. There's some better ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes just them on their own without a preamp capability that kind of goes between the mic and the computer
Yeah.
might diminish some of your sound. So just something to look at there.
No, that's
Um,
nice. Thanks. That's awesome, Tom.
and then the other question I had was really just a quick question before I jump was let's say I have two contact lists.
Yeah.
Clients here, prospects there, right?
Yeah.
I've loaded up a couple hundred prospects. We're effectively sending videos to them all week. It's working great. Love,
Yeah.
love, love it.
Cool.
Now we're going to be introducing some clients into the mix next week,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I do not want to commingle those lists in Dubb.
Right. Yeah.
Can I continuously set up separate contact lists for certain projects so they're not commingled? So if I want to send out 20 emails today to that group and 20 to that group,
Yeah.
they're not commingled. I need to keep them separate. Is it possible?
Yeah, I think you can, the tagging system is, I believe, how the team does that. So if you have them tagged as prospects and clients, and then you're doing a bulk send, right? Like a one-time send to everybody.
Not yet. Right now, I'm doing individually because
Oh,
our IT has to approve the integration with Dubb. It's kind of
oh,
annoying.
oh, got it. Okay.
But we're only doing 15 to 25 at a time daily. It's very
Okay.
strategic. But I would still rather send it one time to 30 people inside Dubb.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's yeah, because we have the inside there you have the campaign settings.
Yeah.
But yeah, all you have to do is just tag who these people are within the context. I can have Ina send you the breakdown on the video for that. It's
Perfect. All right,
yeah.
brother.
But yeah, you just separate them with tags.
All
Yep.
right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks, Tom.
Bye
Appreciate
bye.
it.
Bye bye.
And then before we start, Warren, I saw you had your hand up real quick. I'll come over to you and then we'll pop into some stuff. What's up, Warren? How are you?
Hey, Rob, quick question, and then I'll probably send you a video via the feedback that you gave to Kevin earlier.
Nice.
Uh, my background image that I loaded up, or thought I loaded up,
Yeah.
is the one that's on there that I cannot get rid of. Uh,
Mhm.
is a blurry background image of my logo and everything,
Got it.
background. And for the life of me, I can't figure out how to remove it. The other day, I put the background image that I wanted on it,
Hmm.
and it ended up being doubled up. So I can't figure out how I inserted the first one because it is blurry.
Yep.
Uh, and I just appreciate some help on that. So probably, if I send it to you guys at feedback, you can look at it.
Yeah, that way we can see it. Can see what the double up looks like, and then it could just be a virtual background you remove, or it could be something with the on the preset. So yeah, if you don't mind, send it over, and then we'll check it out.
Thank you.
Sweet. Thanks, Warren. Appreciate it. And then let's see. All right, I gotta jump in real quick. Jai, I'm gonna come over here real quick, and then I gotta jump into stuff. How are you, Jai, my friend?
Hey, Rob, what that gentleman said there about that with the projects, I think that's a good one for a system ad because I'm doing a lot more with projects.
Yep.
I would like to have that as a system ad because tags suck. They really
Yeah.
do. 'Cause,
Yeah.
because I do everything with OpenAI and we have projects and I keep things in projects. So
Yep.
so
Yeah.
that's a good. We need write that down.
No,
That's a good.
I'm typing it right now.
Yeah, yeah, write that down. That's a good one.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because I know before some other people have mentioned files and everything too. So yeah, I'll mention Darius and Ruben. I just know tagging has been the way we've done it for. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a UX reason why on the back end, but yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, but remember, I have a problem with remembering the tags. I don't remember
No,
what any.
I know. Yeah, I
So
remember.
it's
Yeah,
just easier for me with things in projects. So
yeah. Well, maybe other people would be easy for them too. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Cool. All right, so let me jump in right here and let's jump into a couple specific things. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, so like we were talking at the top, animated GIF, super important. Does your animated GIF, when you hit record the first 3 seconds, does it tell a story? Does it convey an image? Does it convey a message? Does it do something instead of just smiling and waving, which is great? Is there context? Now, we were talking at the top and specifically about training, training. So if we look through the lens of training, let me just start with this today. So let's say you're training up some reps or some agents or some within, or you have just videos you're creating that are educational in nature. The desktop app is really cool for that, even if you're breaking something down. So this image that you see right here is the Dubb desktop app screen recorder. You can crop around documents, websites, videos, Canva slides, whatever it is, and you can kind of walk your way through this stuff. So I'm going to start with screen recording today, and in particular, this right here. So what I'm going to do is let me just stop share for a second. I'm going to pull up this other doc. I'm just kind of like this little fake document I'll pull up here just as an example. Let's see. All right, let me pull this up. All right, now let me share. So let's just say in the make-believe world here that this, these are some funny jokes that Ruben and I wrote for like this sales head ad we were doing. Anyway, let's pretend that this is a document that we want to walk someone through. Could be a contract, could be a listing agreement, could be just a doc where you want to walk someone through and say, hey, check this out. So what you can do is you can use the Dubb desktop app. So the Dubb desktop app, you download Dubb desktop. You can download it from Mac or PC. And then when you have it, you're going to open up the little quick view menu here, and that's going to be the menu. Desktop app does a lot of stuff. But in this case, we're going to do record screen. So we can just walk someone through this educationally right here. So what we're going to do is, this is how it would appear at first. This is what the little line looks like down here at the bottom. We're going to open up our webcam. There it is. The webcam here, when you do open up, you can change the size like this. You also can adjust the shape like this. So all these different shapes, depending on how you feel. With a dock like this, you could just shape it like this and have yourself up in the corner, kind of like lines up like that. So however creatively you want to do it, you have the ability to do it. You can zoom yourself in a little closer in the bubble. You can back yourself up, and you can move yourself around if you want to move yourself around inside here. So if I wanted to walk someone through this dock, here we go. So I'm gonna keep myself as a bubble. I'm gonna put myself right here. And I'm also gonna decide, okay, what kind of recording orientation border do I want? Because down over here at the bottom, you're going to notice a red slash down there at the bottom in that square. If I was to hit the record button right now, I would get my entire computer screen, the whole thing, which I don't want for this. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click the red slash and get rid of it. Now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the border of what I'm recording. Right now I'm on landscape, which is, YouTube orientation. I can put this on top of anything I want to. It's not going to work right for this. Neither will this portrait, which is like social media stuff, which you want to do social stuff, great. Put it on top of whatever. But for this, we want to use custom. Custom is where you can crop. So now I'm going to crop around this thing and I'm going to create this border here. And now when I hit record, I'm going to walk someone through this thing. So let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to use the annotation tool too. So the annotation is pretty cool to use when you want to point things out. So I'm going to hit record and it would look something like this. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I wanted to send you this quick doc down here, and I want to walk through a couple things that are really important. So this one right here is really important. This, you always got to remember to do this. And I'm going to put these in numerical order of importance. I want you to go here, here, and here. So those are the things you want to check out right there. Now, as we go further down the page here, I want to show you this stuff. This right here is incredibly important that you want to make sure you remember. So that's how you can kind of manipulate your way through this as you're walking someone through. Now, important thing about the annotations that I'm using over here to the left, when I'm doing all my stuff here, right? If I try to move, they're going to follow me. And I won't be able to scroll at all right now when using this. So when you're using the annotation tool, when you're done using the annotations, delete them down here to the bottom left. Delete, and they're gone. Now, I still can't scroll. So if I want to scroll, I have to click this little arrow button at the top. Just tap it once. That gets rid of the annotation, and now I can scroll. So again, you would click over here for the annotation, pick the thing you want to use, then show it, talk about it, delete them, and then click that little arrow at the top of the annotation, and then you can scroll again. But this is a nice way to walk someone through something. You got it cropped, you're here on the page, and then we're going to hit the check mark up at the top. So when I hit the check mark, that's going to save the clip that I just recorded. Now, the Dubb desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're putting some clips together here. So maybe in this first one here, I'm talking about where someone wants to check things out, point things out. I'm teaching them about something. Maybe I want to close the video with like, okay, so as a reminder or something. So these are some options you have here. Now, you're going to notice right here, you can drag and drop videos from your computer. So if there was another MP4 I had on my computer that was related to this document that I'm talking about, I can drop that video in right here. I also can continue recording. So maybe I wanted to say something again about this document, and I want to go back to where I was. So this little button down to the bottom left that says record screen down here, I select that. Here, let me bring it back up. Hold on. The little button down here to the left, I'm going to select that. Whoops. Well, looks like it might be frozen. Let me try this again. Hey, it's Friday. Maybe the desktop app is tired. All right, let's just do this again. Record screen. Here I am. I'm going to record the clip again. Here we go. Hey, listen, this is Rob. I want you to check out this document here. I'm going to walk you through a couple things that are super important. Do what I did before. Click the check mark, saves it. There's the clip. Now, if I want to continue recording again, to go back there, click the bottom button to the bottom left. I'm right back on the doc. I'm going to hit record again because maybe there's something else. Maybe it's a different page of the document that I want to talk about, right? I'm recording my clip. Check mark again. There's the two clips. And these clips, when you're recording them, you can change them into any order that you want. You can move them around. You can download or delete each individual clip because maybe you like the first clip, but you don't like the second clip. And then you can change up the style. So down here to the bottom left, record webcam. So if I click that button, now it's going to open up my webcam. So this could be something where you're talking about something very specifically, or you're like, hey, listen, thanks for watching this. I hope that educational walkthrough helped you, something like that. Click the button, and there's your clip right there. You also can even play a pre-recorded video on top of the document. That's going to be with Dubb Narrator, which is right down here at the bottom. Narrator gives you the ability to pre-record something and put it on top of anything. So if I pre-recorded from my webcam about the document walkthrough, like I just recorded with a teleprompter and said, okay, so this is the document. I'm doing that, right? Just record that right to camera. I can go to Dubb Narrator, grab that video. Let's just pretend it's this video, just for sake of argument, this one right here. And then I can just put it on top of the doc. So I don't have to do two things at once. I could just pre-record what I want to say about this document, put it on top, hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Hey, Tom, just want to send you this quick video here. So you have that as an option with the desktop app. You can pre-record something, walking someone through a doc, or you can do it as you're recording. Totally up to you. And then these multiple clips, you can combine them now into one video. So if we go all the way to the right and we select the edit button, it's going to merge everything together. And now we have one video with all the clips merged together. And the cool thing about the desktop app is you have an editor right here inside of here. So I can play the video. Hey, listen, this is Rob. I want you to check out this doc. You can drag your timeline if you want to drag your timeline here. So anywhere where you want to now cut, you have the ability. So if I'm like, I want to cut this point out here, go to your first cut point, hit the scissor icon. Now you just split the clip, drag it to the second cut point, scissors, and now you got three pieces. And then you select the one you want, hit the trash can, gone. And if you want to bring everything back, the good old undo button. Undo, undo, undo. And then if you want to get rid of your silences in the videos and have kind of a tighter cut to your video, it's this little button called Smart Cut. And then you just get rid of the pink areas in here. Any silences that you want to get rid of, you can get rid of. And then you can download the MP4 and you can upload the video into the Dubb platform. So the Dubb desktop app is a really cool piece of technology that can go on top of anything. So if you are in the educational space and you're making, like we were talking about at the top with, I believe Michelle, we were talking about, the education of things and be able to crop around stuff. Michelle, if you can hear me, did that make sense? If you could hear me there, I think it was Michelle I was talking to. I think there's two Michelles. No, there's one Michelle. Anyway, if you can hear me, you might be busy doing stuff. That's how you would do that. Um, so if you're doing any kind of screen recording where cropping is a big thing, recording in clips, for playing pre-recorded videos on top of stuff, the desktop app is amazing for that. Now, if you're looking to do a screen recorder that is a little more simplistic, this is what you would use here. So you can go to the Dubb Chrome extension, which is a browser-based screen recorder. So say I wanted to reach out on LinkedIn here. You go Dubb Chrome extension, you download it, you get it set up, and it's going to be right up here at the top. So this one's browser-based. The desktop app screen recorder you just saw is like a drone that flies over everything. This right here is just beholden to the browser. So when you click on this here, it's going to open up, it's going to put me on the page, and there I am. Similar to the desktop app. I can do a lot of the same functionality inside my bubble, zoom in, change the shape, all that good stuff. Now, the annotations here are not going to stay sticky. So you can leave them on there, like I'll show you in a second. Now, you have three orientations to record with the Chrome extension screen recorder. You have camera, you have tab, and you have screen. If I go camera, that's like recording a webcam video. If I go tab, that's a nice clean cut of the page. So if I send someone this video, it's going to be just the page that I'm on. You won't see any of the tab mess at the top. Also, I can go screen. If I do go screen, that's like getting your entire computer screen, the full thing. So if you do that, you might want to, make your tabs look nice and all that good stuff. But I usually go tab if I'm going to do this. Now, you also have a teleprompter. You have a teleprompter with the desktop app as well. So you have that as an option. Now, when I hit record here, this is what this is going to look like. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is, right there. And I'm going to click share. So I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I'm recording my video. Here I am right here. And then when I'm recording, I can jump to full screen if I want to make a point about something, and I can go right back to the page. It's nice to kind of do that visually when you want to talk. It's kind of cool. So if you want to do it, you can hover over the bubble with your mouse, double click, and then double click to go back. Then you also can click the button at the bottom, expand webcam back. So you can go both ways on that. Now with the annotations, this is what I was talking about, where they're not gonna follow you down the page. So if I was using the annotations with the Chrome, which is different than the desktop app, here they are here, right? If I scroll down, they're not gonna follow me. So I could technically just leave them if I want to leave them. Whereas with the desktop app, they would follow you down. So that's why you delete them. So it's up to you. You can just leave them there if you want to scroll down the page. If not, you can just delete them down to the bottom left. Now, when you're recording with the Chrome, you also can hit the pause button. So if you need to take a break when you're recording, just take a break and just say, okay, where am I going to go next? Click it again, resume. Now, when you're done recording with the Chrome extension, all you have to do is click the check mark right down here at the bottom. So when you select that, that's going to save the video into the Dubb platform.
Mm.
Now, when a video is saved into Dubb, any way that you record, whether it's webcam, screen recorder, whatever it is, when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page. Okay, so it looked just like this. So inside the video edit page, you have some options in here. You can change the title of the video at the top. You can come over here to the right and you can click this little button here. Every Dubb video has a QR code. So if you're doing open houses in real estate, you could have a placard that's sitting on the counter. If you're doing any kind of physical mailing, you could create a video, a Dubb video for that. If you're at an event, you can create a QR code video where someone's create a video and says, "Hey, it was great meeting you at the event," and it's ready to go. So every Dubb video has that. Every Dubb video also in here, you can upload it to YouTube if you want to upload it to YouTube. Down over here at the bottom, you have a little AI coach down here called Kyra. So when you do record these videos, there is a little AI video coach that's going to give you feedback if you want it, kind of unbiased feedback there. It'll give you delivery analysis on this. It's also going to give you feedback on the content and the visuals. And then over here to the right, you can choose with analytics, what are people doing with the videos? Are they clicking on any buttons? Are they opening the emails? Are they watching the videos? And if they are, what's the watch rate? So you get all that kind of good stuff. And then over here is the breakdown, content feedback, and then visual feedback right in here. So all this is available right within here. Now also, you do have editing as well. So like we just saw on the desktop app, you have an editor right inside of Dubb that is very similar to that. You can hit the play button. Hey, you can drag your timeline like you saw earlier. So you would drag it here to your first cut, scissors, drag again to your second cut, scissors, and then you got 3 pieces. And whatever's highlighted in orange, just delete. And again, if you want to bring it back, undo, 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 and you're right back to the beginning. Now, when you record these videos, like we said at the top, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. That's your animated video GIF preview that you send to somebody. Now, you can technically, with design, if you click this tab here, I could drag this to a different part of the video if I wanted the first 3 seconds to be somewhere different. I could do that. Or I could upload a thumbnail if I wanted that. So you can do that. But for efficiency purposes, when you make these videos, it's nice to know when you hit record that the first 3 seconds of whatever you're doing is going to show, which is important. Now, those screen recording videos that you saw, this one and this one, there's also a nice basic one you can do, which is something like this we talk about all the time, which is the most straightforward style you can pick. This is a webcam video with the Dubb mobile app whiteboard. So what you can do to record this is if you're right inside Dubb, all you have to do is go to the red camera icon. It's always at the top inside the platform. And this is where you can upload a video into Dubb or you can record from your webcam. So how I recorded that was I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone and all I did was select the whiteboard function right up here at the top. So here is the mobile app. Here is the little whiteboard button right there. And when you select that, that's where you can type. And that's all I did before. was just type like this. Type it, turn it. Two T's. Type it and turn it. There we go. And you got it just like that. Now, this recorder here, you have some options here. You can do some framing if you want. Down at the bottom, you can pop yourself in a little closer, or you can back up if you'd like to. Teleprompter wise, everything has a teleprompter. So this one here, you're going to click right up here into the top. And this is where you can choose a script that you already have saved in the platform. If not, you can search for a script by title, and then you grab it right here. And there's a teleprompter. Speed is right here that you can adjust up or down. Play button is right here to hit play. And then you can back text off, or you can zoom it in. So this one's pretty simplistic in terms of the setup, but it's probably the best thing you can do in terms of straightforward message, name, or that hook that you want someone to see. Why do they want to click on this video? Now, if you want to add something here with a virtual background, you can do that. You can click below, creates the virtual background. Now, how I got the virtual background was you go to your photos, and then you would take in here and you would upload basically any screenshots that you have. It could be a document, website, article you want to share, whatever it is. And then go to the library that it creates, select the one that you want, come down here, and then you have it behind you, just like this. So you're able to do, smiling, waving, hey, check this out if it's a screenshot behind you. You can even do a combination of both, where I could have this and the virtual background behind me. In real estate, maybe it's a property behind me, and here's the property address, right? So there's all those different combinations that you can do. But if I'm going to record something with the teleprompter and kind of put it all together, this is what this would look like. So I got my script here. I got this here. I'm going to hit record. I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And it'd be like this. Hey, John, what's going on? This is Rob. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And then I can hit the pause button, stop, click it again, keep going if you want to take a break. And then you can delete it right here, and then you can save it into the Dubb platform right here with the check mark. So again, when you save it, saves it into the platform, you can edit it. Now, from a simple send perspective, if you're dropping this in an email, all you do is open up a compose. In Gmail, I just save a bunch of templates for these things, but you always want to have the word video. Biggest thing. You rarely see it. Even so, maybe someday when I'm saying that, it'll actually change, but you very rarely see the word video in any subject line. Then I would have the hook. You can use ChatGPT, come up with some good hooks for your clients. Why should they open this thing? Little bit of text in here. And then to drop a video in that you've recorded, you can do it in two ways. One is going to be with the shortcut. So this is the little Dubb button we have down here, a little integration with Gmail. Outlook 365 is off to the right. So when you do select this, and you have this button because you have the Dubb Chrome extension up here at the top, you have this thing, the screen recorder. So now it will show up here. When you select it and you open it up, I could click camera, by the way, and record a webcam video right from here and drop it right in if I wanted to do that. But in this case, I'm just going to turn the camera off. Here's my library down at the bottom right that I'm scrolling through right now. I'm like, okay, what video do I want to send here? What's the one that I want? Let's see, I want this one. So all you do is click Advanced Options, put the email of the person you're sending it to get that tracking. You can even add a little personalization text if you want to. And then you click Insert Video, and it's going to pop it in just like that, right from inside here. Now, if you don't want to do that, and you're like, hey, I'm
I
inside the
guess it all depends on how you
put a video
define
here.
good life.
Oh, looks like somebody's not on mute.
Very good.
You go here, you select your video, and then you go share and send.
You are very attractive.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Somebody's not on mute. Hey,
39 years old.
talking. Who's not on mute? Hold on, hold
Very
on.
good.
Who's not on mute? Somebody's not on mute. Hold on. Is it Lynn? Nope. Everybody. Who am I hearing? I can hear somebody. Kevin? No. Warren? Okay, good. I guess everyone's on mute now. All right. Maybe I'm hearing things. So anyway, when you want to share a video from inside the platform, select the video that you want, share and send button right over here, big and blue, share and send. Put the email in of the person you're sending it to, add that personalization text, copy for email, and it's a copy and paste. And you just drop it in just like that. If you do want to share it on LinkedIn, I would connect with the LinkedIn person first and then send it after that. I wouldn't send it with a connection request. But once you're connected, click message here, and then you'll notice the same little Dubb button pops up down here at the bottom. So when you select that here, you can do the same thing we just did. Find the video, there it is, click insert, and then you can highlight the text and just change it to something that is, a little more meaningful, you know? related to the hook. And then click send. And then Ruben's going to see in his inbox that nice animated GIF preview right within there. So that's really the most effective way to kind of do this stuff. I think the biggest thing that everybody just wants to have in general that makes the most sense is when you send these things out and they click on this video, you just want to make sure you have your preset landing page set up with everything that they need because this is really the journey of the person. They see a nice animated GIF, it gives them some context, they click on it, and that's where they end up here on the preset landing pages. So these here, your logo at the top, the initial video you have created, whether it's for one person or for a group of people, depending on who you're sending it to. And then you have playlist videos. They're going to play right after. Usually within the sales kind of process here, this initial video is really about the prospect, obviously, the value you're bringing, keep it super short. Then you can record a video one time about you and what you do with your products and services, and that will play right after it. So you record it once and it runs right into it. So you can really focus on that individual or group that you're reaching out to. And if you do have video testimonials, it's a really good spot to have them right here in this little loop right here. Now, below here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to check out a case study? Number of choices you can have for them down here. The last part of this page is over here to the right, and this is SIA. This is the Sales Interactive Assistant. And that's been on the page now. We've had it for a little bit over a year, and we've had good feedback on it where when someone gets on the page, maybe they do want to take the next step, but they have a couple questions in the meantime, or maybe something's holding them up from taking the next step. So over here to the right, the Sales Interactive Assistant, you can have up to 20 FAQs. You can ask the AI a question, and when the AI gives the answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome. So if you want them to download a doc, fill out a form, book a time in your calendar, it's going to push for that. So it will give the answer and then push for the desired outcome. The AI is educated through individual website links that you would put inside Dubb. It would learn what's in text on those pages. And then you can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both. So see how it gave the answer right here and says, hey, are you ready to book a time with Rob? Now you don't have to have this on the page. It's a little button inside of Dubb. You want to turn it off, you can turn it off. But we've had good feedback from it, and you could have different AI assistants for different landing pages because these preset landing pages should really speak to a certain part of your audience. If I was in recruitment and I was working with employers and employees, I would definitely want a page for employers and one for employees, buyers, sellers in real estate, different kinds of mortgage, insurance, coaching, everything. So you can have individual AI assistants on these individual pages that speak directly to those folks. Now, if you are in the learning environment, like we talked about at the top, I know Michelle was talking about, training and stuff. If you do training, this is a pretty cool feature that we have inside of Dubb. It's called the Showcase feature, and I'll show you what this looks like. So with our own training, right over here to the right, I'm going to click this here. We have a showcase page. So this is the initial video. Hey, welcome to the Dubb Training Academy. And if you scroll down, we got a whole bunch of learning videos in here. So if you are doing training for agents, employees, even if you're educating a community on different things, you could set up a showcase page. It has buttons. They can become certified, whatever buttons you want here. And then you could have all your educational videos down here. And whatever one you click on, that will be the one that automatically plays at the top. So that's a nice little option. That's called Showcase features. So inside of Dubb, right over here under Assets, it's Showcases right here. So if you select that there, blue plus button, and this will walk you through how to do this. And that's if you want to do some educational stuff right inside there. Okay, so hi Ina. By the way, I saw you pop in while I was doing my thing. How are you, Ina?
Hey, good, good.
So let's run through here. Let's see, what do we have in the chat? Let's see. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Kevin, I saw you said I have a question about the GIFs. If a prospect's email client is blocking images, will that cause the GIF to not load? I think that is correct, Ina, correct? I believe.
Yeah, that's right. So
So,
it's
like,
part of the things that we're not in control.
yeah.
So either they will allow they will allow I think view image, something like that, button in their Gmail or Outlook or their email provider, then yeah, that the GIF should show up. Otherwise, the there's the watch video button hyperlinked also to the video landing page. If they click on that, they'll be sent to the video landing page. So that's the other alternative there.
Can you hear me, Kevin?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. It just unfortunately,
Yes,
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah. And then Kevin, what I've got Ian here right now. What was the what we were talking about at the top? What was the other was it the mic? I know you mentioned that we talked about that, but was there something else? I thought there was something else you had.
Well, I need to get with support because my desktop app, I have a
The
couple
camera,
problems.
right?
And also,
Okay.
at one time it was working.
Yep.
I think I recorded something, but then it said something about it couldn't find the directories or something like that, something crazy. I even rebooted the computer, so I don't know
Okay.
what was going on with
Yeah,
that.
so basically he has a Kevin, it's an external webcam, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's with the desktop app. Is that what the issue is?
The desktop app is not working for
But the
me.
webcam works. The web.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
record it on the webcam. That's how I've been doing my videos.
okay.
Oh, but since I have you watching your what you just showed us, so what I should do then is I should can do it like a. I have two questions:
Yeah.
personalized video, and then on my um, preset landing page, then I can have like the explainer video. Is that how most people do
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the easiest way to do it because that way, if you were sending me something, you can really get personal with me, or
it?
even if it was like a general video, like you weren't saying my name, but I could tell that you were addressing the needs of, what my industry is and stuff like that. Then you can record one video about you, and it's kind of like your pitch video that plays right after.
And then the second question is, so the way I've been sending the videos out is I've been copying and pasting them and putting them into the CRM.
Hmm.
But, and so the CRM, I thought the CRM was supposed to talk to Dubb. I'm not sure.
What CRM do you have,
I'm
Kevin?
using HubSpot.
Yeah, like, Kevin just would upload his contacts into Dubb and then they get married on the backside, right? HubSpot and Dubb.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
so,
any new contacts into HubSpot would go over to Dubb, right? I believe. Okay.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Whatever you have entered in, I think it's one way, like whatever you have entered in HubSpot will be automatically in sync to Dubb.
okay.
So yeah, that's
And then you're sending it out through HubSpot, Kevin, is that what you're saying?
Well, I was doing it because it gave me the tracking and I'm really not sure what um, your version is, what your CRM does. I don't know what the UTMs mean.
Hmm.
Um, so I was doing it that way. So I would to keep track of who's opening the emails and stuff like
Hmm.
that.
Well, I believe when you have when they're married together, I believe the activity reporting would be reported to Dubb with everything, right? Once they're connected, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
you, so you have it.
I can see that the videos are being watched, but I don't know. I guess when I have my onboarding, which is next week,
Yeah.
I can go over that in more detail about.
Yeah, yeah, because we have integrations with a lot of CRMs, and typically people that if they like using them, they'll just use those. If not, they don't have one, they'll use Dubb, whether it's our Pro Plus does automations and drips and all that kind of stuff. So it depends on what you want. But you should have reporting on all of that. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Thank you.
cool. Yeah, and look, we'll reach out, support will reach out, Kevin, as far as working with you on your webcam
Okay.
because you need to have that option for the desktop app, which is
Yeah, I
awesome.
like to use the desktop.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing, definitely.
Are you using a Mac or a PC, Kevin?
It's a Windows 11 machine.
Windows 11. Okay, I'll take note of that.
Thanks,
Okay.
Kevin.
You're welcome.
And then let's see. Do. Okay, cool. Lynn, I saw that. That's very nice. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see in the Q and A's. Uh, okay. Okay. So Ina, just in general, Tom, who was in earlier, was talking about a way to separate with tagging and everything, which is the way we normally do it. And then feature request, Jai and I were talking a little bit about maybe for Ruben and Darius about a possible file or project files instead of tagging or in addition to. So we'll have to put that into the hopper for a question.
Mhm.
And then Howard, I saw, is Howard still here? Um, Howard, any updates with Dubb functionality in the last 4 months since I was last on the call? I need to change our logo and email. Okay, so how is Howard? Do you see Howard here, Ina? Is he? He was here, but I don't see him in the list anymore. I don't know if he had to drop out. We might have to send
Maybe.
Howard an email.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, perfect. And then Dick, hey Dick, how can you create categories in the video library? So categories. You know, do you want to share your screen on that one? Just because, Dick, do you want to turn your mic on?
Yeah, for the categories, we still use tags. So let me try to share.
Well, what I meant by that was I'd like to be able to group my videos by videos for listings and videos for buyers, videos for recruiting a Dubb, things like that, so that I can go to that and see and be able to choose it real quickly.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. Let me just share my screen.
Okay.
So let's say you first, of course, we need to keep our videos organized, like name them according to what their purposes are, or yeah,
Yep.
just name them accordingly. So from the video section, you can change the the view from thumbnail to
Yep.
list, so you can make it a list. And then from here, you can click, yeah, you can select the videos that you want to put in a category or tag. We use
Okay.
tags all the time. So whether it is in contacts, videos, etc. So from here, you can add new tags. Then yeah, name that tag buyers or sellers or
Yeah.
for yeah,
Or
whatever.
I could list a property name because these are videos for one of my listings. So I could.
Yeah, and
All
then
right.
you can tag it as favorite so that every time you click the tag in here, it will be shown as favorite tag. So
That's simple and wonderful. Thank you.
awesome. You're welcome.
Very cool. Anybody have anything else before we head out for the day? Anyone?
Hey, Ina,
Okay, Jay.
Yeah.
show me how I see the tag, but category will work. That'll work too. How do you put the group the videos in a category?
Yeah, we use tags overall,
I
not
know, I know, but
just category.
you said category, but how do you do that? That's even better. How do you make a category? I don't even know how to do
Oh,
that.
maybe she just meant to say tag into category instead, right? You know?
Mm, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh,
Ina
So
misspoke for a second.
however you want to organize your video. So example, yeah, let's replace tags as categories or maybe rename it as listings or just videos for these properties.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's yeah, overall it's tags.
yeah.
well, I prefer category. I like the word you said it for.
That's funny. Let's see. I saw Lynn. Lynn, I put a home as a background, and then my voice didn't go with the video. And did the background have anything to do with it? Let's see. Lynn, good to have you in here, my friend. It's been quite a while. I hope you're doing good, Lynn.
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Well,
I learn something every time I come on these videos. I do.
no, that's awesome.
Your
That's
training, thank
we'd love to
you.
hear that. I think if your voice isn't matching up, are you doing are you recording from inside the like the webcam, or are you using the desktop app, or how are you doing it?
The desktop.
Okay, yeah, it might be latency, right, Nina? If the voice is not matching. So we usually say try to close all the other windows, Lynn, and just have one open, if you can.
Okay, I'll
Um,
try that.
yeah, I mean it's the using the juice on the computer is probably slowing it down. Anything else, Nina, or that's probably the main thing?
Yeah, lowering the video resolution can also help. Like if it is in high definition or what's the other term? Yeah, high definition. You could go with the next level, like
SD, SD, I think.
standard
Yeah,
definition.
yeah.
So from
Where do I
10
pick the lower resolution?
720p.
Say it again, Lynn.
Where do I pick the lower resolution?
Let me just grab my desktop app in here. So is it a webcam video that you're creating, Lynn?
Yes, I'll send it to you. I'll send you one.
Okay, because you can do it from here. So if it is a webcam video, from here there's a drop down. Yeah, you can select. If it is right now, if it is on full high definition, you can lower it down to the high definition. And if it's still not working, yeah, you could go with the standard one. So that's for the webcam video. Now for the screen recorder, I think that's the same. Just click the drop down beside the webcam. So I think it's gonna lower the resolution for the webcam, not the screen. So yeah, I hope that helps.
Cool. Does that help, Lynn?
Yes, it does. I'll send you a video. I'm gonna try it. I'll practice with lower. I'm gonna try that again. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, everybody, anything else before we go? Dick, I saw your question about voices to the avatar section. I don't believe you can add any at this time, but we'll put it over to the team and see if maybe that's a possible thing we can do. Um, Anybody else from anybody before we head out for the weekend in this Friday edition of the training? Anybody?
Yeah, Rob, Saturday, don't get Saturday training, special edition. Let everybody know.
Oh God, Jai, you're not supposed to say that. Rob's available on Saturdays? No, and definitely not Sundays because it's football Sundays. I'm definitely not available.
No, not Sunday.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not Sundays. Well,
What's
everybody,
Saturday?
I hope you have a great weekend. We got to head out to another meeting at the top, but as always, we really appreciate everybody. Keep asking us questions, sending us videos, and I like reviewing them. So see you soon. Thanks, Ina. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye bye.